Welcome to the Defense and Aerospace Report. I'm Vago Muradian here at the American Enterprise Institute in Washington, D.C., where we're talking to Dr. Fred Kagan. Fred, great seeing you again. You just wrote a paper on the AEI website, or I should say in the last week, right after the president announced his new Afghanistan strategy. You were one of the key architects, the intellectual architects of the surge strategy in Iraq. That then served as a template for the surge strategy in Afghanistan. Talk to us a little bit about your view. Is the president on the right track on this strategy? And what differently does the administration have to do? We now, learn that it's not 8,000 troops there, but 11,000. So that troop increase that had been authorized has been deployed. Talk to us a little bit about your view of the president's strategy and what's next.
Well, the president outlined a framework that can serve as the foundation of a strategy. He didn't describe a strategy yet. And I think it's very important to note that he said he had come into this expecting and wanting to pull out, and he had changed his mind in the course of the review. That's actually pretty unusual for presidents. And I think it's important to recognize that fact and ask why he made that decision. And I think he made that decision because he realized how important Afghanistan actually is in this fight. And so I think the most important thing that he did was to enunciate that, to describe his change of mind and the reason for it, and to articulate the importance of Afghanistan in this fight. It remains to be seen what exactly we're going to do and what the strategy will actually be and how it will be resourced. But as an opening salvo in a new round of trying to get this very important fight right, it was a good thing.
You are one of the people who've repeatedly argued, and there's a large group, whether you here as a senior resident fellow here, but elsewhere, folks have made the case leaving Afghanistan would be the absolute worst decision to make. Why would that be such a bad decision from your standpoint?
We need to understand that Afghanistan actually is key terrain. It's not just a pile of rocks. It is a historic place. It's a place with a lot of sort of extremist Muslim mythology around it, the black banners of Khorasan. That's why the banners of Al-Qaeda and ISIS are black. And it was the place where Al-Qaeda was born. It was the place where Al-Qaeda defeated the Soviet Union, according to them. And it's the place where they will claim to defeat the United States. It is a place they will fight for, and it is a place that if they regain, it will give them global momentum on a very large scale, which will be very, very damaging to us, and it will undo any positive effects that we might get from defeating ISIS in Iraq and Syria, and have much broader global effects that will really recharge the Salafi jihadi movement.